Hello viewers, you are most welcome on this channel. Today we are going to talk about how we can feed turkeys between 1 day to 4 weeks. And here I am. I also have local birds around, but I'll take you through the process on how to brood the turkeys from the first day to 4 weeks. How they feed, how you can treat them, how you can also vaccinate. In this video, before we go any further, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and also share the video so that everyone can get a chance to learn and also to know how to feed and how to look after turkeys of 4 weeks. The turkeys you're seeing here, they are 10, and the space that I'm using here is just 4 by 3. It is 4 by 3 meters. And here I have a brooder. It is a local brooder. I decided to use a pot. As you're seeing, these are the turkeys that I'm talking about. If you want to look after turkeys effectively, you have to consider the following things. First of all, you have to buy a drinker. As you're seeing, you need a feeder, you need a pot. What is the use and the purpose of a pot? A pot is used to create heat. It is the pot that you put charcoal, and when you put charcoal, you have to make sure that you elevate it a bit, because some birds might be very stubborn and jump into the pot. These are the turkeys you're seeing are 10 turkeys from day 1 to 4 weeks. This is a very good project, because once a turkey grows, it can go for around 180 to 150k Ugandan shillings. This is the kind of a space that I used. You can see how I brooded how I constructed a small. I told you it is a 4 by 3 meters. The thing you're seeing is a local heat provider. This is a pot. A pot is used to provide heat. What you do, you get charcoal and burn the charcoal side on the charcoal stove. After you see that the charcoal is gaining fire, you have to place it into a pot and then provide heat for those turkeys. Now here, the turkeys you're seeing, these are turkeys also, and also that is a floor. I have turkeys of 5 weeks. They have those ones were 5 weeks, the small sizes you're seeing, and those big ones you're seeing are 2 months now. This project is done on a 37 to 70 feet plot, where I have lint houses, and the remaining space is used at least to look after those birds. I don't have turkeys only, I also have local birds, but the best way how I have kept my birds alive and healthy is vaccinating or immunization or immunizing my birds. It is very important on the first day to start immunization right away to fight against some dangerous diseases like Gomboro, Newcastle IV, among others. Thank you for watching. We are still going on. These turkeys you're seeing, they are 10, very stubborn on the young stage, and they feed on a food is called starter period. That is the best food for your turkeys on the first day to 4 weeks. When you reach to 4 weeks, some people switch to broken plus some nutrients. They mix other nutrients but others continue using pellet. It is called starter pellet to 4 weeks. I'm still showing you around the small project that I am having home. You can also try to start. This is not a big space. Now you see down is my brooder. Now up you see the place I have those small chicken. You see the house that I constructed is a flat, like on upstairs I have those local chickens as you have seen. Now when I take you through this side also, the turkey you're seeing, that one has 2 months, and now those that flower and those small sizes of turkeys you're seeing are having 5 weeks. You need a feeder of that kind you have seen and a drinker, and you have to be clean also, such that your birds may be healthier. The place that I am looking after these birds is just a little space, but at least I have consumed it wisely. Hello viewers, thank you for following. We are still taking you through how to look after turkeys from 1 day to 4 weeks. Now the turkeys you are seeing are for 4 weeks, 4 good weeks. That's how they look like. They are still into their brooder, but at this stage we are not giving them much warmth because they have feathers. Also, you have to note that on this stage you cannot identify the sex of the turkeys because they are still young. At least we need like a month to identify the sex. We shall talk about how to identify the sex of the turkeys at a month. Now what you're seeing are turkeys, our turkeys. Since the beginning of the video you have been seeing that they were young. Now they have grown up to that stage in their brooder. What you're seeing down is a bedding prepared with coffee husks to give more warmth, because we are reducing the warmth day by day. Since birds are gaining feathers and can get warmth for themselves, we have to reduce the heat that we are providing them inside their brooder. This is the 4th week. Here we still need a feeder and a drinker. As you know that anything that is living needs to be fed. Now a feeder is there, and what we are feeding them is we are still giving them starter pellet. It is very good for the starting point when you're feeding your birds at day 1 to 4 weeks. Some people do it to 4 weeks, others do it some people do it from 1 week to 6 weeks. Others do it from 1 week to 4 weeks and then switch to another kind of food that I'm going to be showing you here. As we are proceeding, ventilation is also important. As you are seeing, I ventilated this brooder very well such that the air saturation can be maintained very well to avoid suffocation from ammonia. Now here what you're seeing is a pot. We have talked about it at the start. It is very important at day 1 to 4 weeks giving heat to your birds because they are still young and they need warmth. The charcoal stove you're seeing is for lighting charcoal before putting it in a pot. You cannot light charcoals in a pot directly. You have to first put them on a charcoal stove, then light them, and then put them in a pot after they have gained the fire. The saucepan is used as a elevator such that birds cannot fly easily into the pot because it is very dangerous. It contains fire. These kinds of charcoal that we are seeing are very good. They are called added charcoals. You have to mix them with our normal charcoal such that not spending a lot, as we're providing heat for your birds from day 1 to 4 weeks. You can buy that, because I bought those ones as you're seeing them. They were 100 at 5k Ugandan shillings only. They are so good. Also, you can use them to cook your beans at home and use little charcoal as always. That's how they look like. Some people use lamps, electric lamps, but for us we use pots because electricity is much expensive. You put those add charcoals first, then after lighting those normal charcoals, you can put them up this charcoal and get a good warmth that you need. It can last for a night at least when the pot is full. Here is a feeder. A feeder is also important in the process of growing turkeys from day 1 to 4 weeks. Feeding them with the right food that I told you, it is called starter pellet. That's how a feeder looks like. You can open it up, then put food and close back. It has a cover where you can put the food and then be safe. The other thing that you're seeing here is a drinker. A drinker is also very important because that's where water is. Whenever they take starter pellet, it takes them to drink more water. As they drink more water, they gain more weight and body. What you're seeing is a pellet I've been talking about. That is what we call starter pellet. Best for the turkeys from day 1 to 4 weeks. I'm still taking you through what we need to look after our turkeys from day 1 to 4 weeks. Then I'll be showing you what we need from 4 weeks to other weeks as our turkeys are growing. What you're seeing here now, let me try to show you clearly how pellet looks like. This is how starter pellet looks like. It is the pellet that we use to feed birds from day 1 to the 4th week. Others who lay broilers, they can use it from 1 week to 2nd week, then switch to this other food that I'm about to show you. Now this is the food that is we use from the 4th week. But once we reach the 4th week, this is the food we use. It is our normal maize. It is called broken. It is broken with other nutrients. It is very different from the starter pellet. You don't have to confuse them. When you have the birds at day 1, you ask for starter pellet. That's how it looks like. When you reach 4 weeks, then this is the food that we switch to. It is called starter broken. It is from the maize. Now, here we go to see another amazing thing that we need on our small farm. Here we come. Now you see these injections. They are very also important to have because you can use them during vaccination. You go to a vet and pick a medicine. It is always put in such injection, and you come and vaccinate for 4 weeks. For me, I've used 4 weeks to vaccinate my turkeys from week 1 to week 4. Now what you're seeing is a multivitamin. I also have my multivitamin. A spoon can mix 5 liters of water and give your birds, because here you will have all the vitamins you need during their growth. What you see is a medicine used for cough and flu, but I have not experienced that since I managed to vaccinate my birds very well. Now this is what we have at our 4 weeks. From the first video you have seen, the turkeys were relatively small. Now they have increased their size at the 4th week. There are 10 inside here. Don't forget about ventilation, and also the door is very important to protect your birds from any other dangers. Thank you for watching. I'm Paul Chinji. Let's meet next time.